Yo, yo, yo! This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, your Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX. Guys, it's 6:59 a.m. I have been working since yesterday until today. Since yesterday, I mean when I posted. Since 2 days. I've been working on this for 2 days. And I'm determined to post this before I go to bed. So work all night. Thank you, by the way, for all the love in my How Many Gems Can We Get for February video. I wasn't expecting this overwhelming response from you guys. So thank you so much for that. I hope you give this video the same amount of love because I'm actually sacrificing my health to finish this before I go to bed. So, here we go. February sync pairs. We have Valentines Serena, like Valentines, not Valentines, because it's Valentines in Pasio is called Valentines for some reason. It sounds weird. Yes, I know. Valentine's Dawn. We have Lysander. We have Pierce. We have Lance. We have Cynthia. And by the way, we also have Professor Sycamore, which you don't have to scout for, thank goodness, because there are so many sync pairs that we have right now. So, here you go. I tried to make this much more appealing compared to my other February sync pairs who to scout for video. This time I have a legend for you guys. So, here we go. It's January 28th right now. I think January 28th is the last day to scout for N. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think today is the last day to scout for N, which I did not include in the list right now. And there are other scouts that are coming. Spotlight scouts. I strongly, super strongly forbid you from scouting any of those banners. So there will be a Lily banner, there will be a Serena and I think Grimsley banner or whatever banners that are coming. Grimsley and Karen, Serena and Clement. I strongly forbid you guys from scouting any of those banners. If you want to scout for these ones instead over here to my upper side, which we have a legend. There's the Serena seasonal and tiered scout. For some reason, Serena and Dawn are not coming together. So Valentine's Serena is coming first. It will happen on January 29, that's tomorrow. 30 and 31, only Serena will be scoutable. And then on February, we have Serena and Dawn happening from February 1 until February 18. Lysander and Professor Sycamore will be available starting February 11, and I think they end on March 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly check. Yes, they end on March 3. And then Pierce will be available starting February 18 and will also end on March 10. Last day of scouting is March 10 for Pierce. Meanwhile, we have Lance and Cynthia, as you can see over here. On the orange colors, we have them starting from February 22, and they will also be ending on March 3. So we have, again, Serena is coming first, January 29 until February 18. Meanwhile, Dawn is coming on February 1 until February 18. Lysander, February 11 until March 3. Pierce, February 18 until March 10. Lance and Cynthia, starting from February 22 until March 3. So those are the dates for the new scouts. But, there's gonna be a new Pokefair scout that has an unprecedented sync pair. And it can go as early as February 25, 26, probably 28, somewhere there. Just take note that an unprecedentedly strong sync pair is coming in a brand new, different type of Pokefair scout. We have no idea what that is, and it might be wise to save your gems for that sync pair. But we're here to discuss all the sync pairs right now. So, without further ado, let's check their stats. Here we have Valentines Serena 2021. She is a fairy type tech sync pair, weak to poison, and her stats over here: 587 HP, 293 attack, 190 defense, quite high in special attack, 360, 167 special defense, and very, very high speed, 363. This is not the fastest sync pair though. There's one sync pair that dramatically is faster than Valentine Serena, that is Signature Grimsley. I think his stats, base stats, are 370 something for Signature Grimsley, and once Sharpedo Mega evolves, his speed goes up to 400 something. But Serena is a very, very, very fast sync pair, and she has Moonblast, Cotton Spore, Stun Spore, and Sugar Rush. Let me check on her moves. We have, give me a sec, guys. Just scrolling down. Okay, here we go. Serena, Moonblast has a moderate chance of lowering the target's special attack. Stun Spore leaves the target paralyzed. Cotton Spore sharply lowers the target speed, so speed -2. Sugar Rush raises Serena's special attack, sharply raises the speed of everyone else. And for Serena only, free move in the next move. So no move gauge for your next move. That could be Moonblast, Stun Spore, or Cotton Spore. Doesn't need a move gauge for the next move. Check out her passive skills right now. Hunter's Instinct. The lower the opponent's speed, the higher your attack damage is. Or your attack damage, the more powerful your moves are, and the move that can damage the opponent is Moonblast. So the lower the opponent's speed is, the higher the Moonblast damage is. Ramming speed, the higher Serena's speed is, the stronger Moonblast is. And Go Viral 9, like her original counterpart, everyone gets paralyzed if someone gets paralyzed. So Stun Spore, Go Viral 9, everyone gets paralyzed. That is the gimmick of this sync pair. Now, Hunter's Instinct and Ramming Speed works very well together. So Sugar Rush increases your speed, increases everyone's speed actually. And then Cotton Spore lowers the opponent's speed. If you combine these two, quite strong damage. And then we have her Synchrid. Move 1 or 1 out of 5 unlocks Antitoxin, Dauntless, and Sugar Rush MP Refresh 2. Antitoxin prevents you from getting poisoned or badly poisoned, which is good because she's weak to poison, I guess. Dauntless special attack cannot be lowered, and Sugar Rush MP Refresh 2, 20% chance of restoring the MP of Sugar Rush if after you use Sugar Rush. So again, Sugar Rush raises your special attack by 1 level, increases the speed of everyone by 2 levels, and then no move gauge required for your next move. That's Sugar Rush. That's the effect of Sugar Rush. And then at move level 2 out of 5, she gets Inertia. The higher your speed is, the stronger your sync move is. Solar Shield, Speeding Sun, both solar effects. Solar Shield, the Pokemon is not affected by status conditions. Speeding Sun quickly charges your move gauge when it is sunny. Speedy Entry over here says the Pokemon is not affected by any status conditions. Wait, that's wrong. Wait, give me a sec, guys. That is wrong. Oh my goodness. I don't think I have enough time to edit that, but try and give me a sec. Speedy Entry should be like increases the speed by 1 level when you enter the battle. Let me just confirm that I am correct. I cannot find it. Speedy Entry. Sorry guys, that was a mistake. And I'm kind of... I should be asleep a couple of hours ago, but... Give me a sec. Hurry up, hurry up. Speedy Entry, where are you? Speedy Entry, Speedy Entry, Speedy Entry, Speedy Entry. Let me just search. Speedy Entry 1. Raises the user's speed when the Pokemon enters a battle. Let me just try and put that in. Give me a sec. Speedy Entry 1. Okay, give me a sec. There you go. Speedy Entry 1 raises the user's speed when the Pokemon enters a battle. Stuns for Troublemaker 1 raises the chance of success of Stuns 4. Now, if I were you guys, I will forgo Troublemaker 1 for Stuns 4. It's not like Hypnosis where you have to use Hypnosis multiple times. Stuns 4, everyone gets paralyzed, and after everyone gets paralyzed, you don't need to paralyze them again. So I'm thinking that you can ignore Troublemaker 1 for Stuns 4. Yeah, personal opinion, just ignore Troublemaker 1 for Stuns 4. Just focus on Troublemaker 1 for the original Hypnosis. Go Viral 9 Serena, and that's good. At 3 out of 5, she has haste, speed cannot be lowered. Healing Sun, whenever you move, take action when it is sunny, you recover a little bit of HP. Life prevents you from getting paralyzed. Moonblast unhindered when the opponent attacks or when you attack. Ignores damage reducing effects on the opponent's field of play. If I'm not mistaken, unhindered triggers if the opponent has vigilance, whatever shield, your Moonblast keeps doing the amount of damage that it has to do. Overpower. The more the opponent's special attack has been lowered, the more the powers up moves. Again, if you check her moves, Moonblast lowers the opponent's special attack. So once the opponent's special attack is lowered, the stronger your Moonblast goes. Couple this with Hunter's Instinct and ramming speed, you get a triple multiplier on her Moonblast, making her quite strong. And she also has Paralysis Synergy 5, powers up moves if the target is paralyzed. I'm pretty sure you should be using, if you want to use Serena, you should use Stuns 4 as your first move, opponent paralyzed immediately, and then use, lower the opponent's stats. You have Hunter's Instinct, ramming speed, overpower, plus Paralysis Synergy 5, a quadruple multiplier for her attacks, making her quite strong. And she also has Sugar Rush, Propulsion 2. Sugar Rush has a moderate chance of reducing your sync move countdown by 1 every time you use Sugar Rush. 20% chance of reducing your sync move countdown by 1. And with that said, that is Serena, guys. Serena, the first to come out of everyone this month. This update. Next, let's go to Dawn, Valentines 2021, and Alcremie. Very cute outfit. I love it. She has Dazzling Gleam, Charm, Fake Tears, and How Sweet. Let me just check on her moves just so that I will not make a mistake as to what I say. Dazzling Gleam, no additional effect, but will hit everyone. Charm sharply lowers the opponent's attack. So attack -2 levels. Fake Tears sharply lowers the target's special defense. And then How Sweet sharply raises one of your sync pairs' attack and special attack. Attack +2, special attack +2. And then aside from that, makes that sync pair you choose have a regen effect. By the way, I forgot to mention her stats. HP 630, attack 212, defense 173, special attack 370, slightly higher, 10 levels higher than Serena. Very high special attack, very good. Special defense 212 and speed at 273. Quite balanced, quite low defense but very high special attack. And she's a tech sync pair. Again, she's fairy type and she's weak to steel type. So her passive skills over here, Ripple Effect 4. So Ripple Effect 4, when a move used by Alcremie or Dawn lowers an opponent's status, has a good chance of lowering the same status for all opposing sync pairs. So 40% chance whenever you use Charm. Charm lowers the opponent's attack by 2. Fake Tears lowers the target's or lowers the opponent's special defense by 2. If Ripple Effect triggers, everyone's special defense lowers by 2. If you use Fake Tears, everyone's attack lowers by 2 levels if you use Charm. So that is Ripple Effect 4. It's quite like Go Viral 9 but only a 40% chance of triggering 4 status lowering moves. Power Loving. The more the target's stats have been lowered, the more it powers up moves. So any stat, the more it is lowered, the stronger your moves are. And your moves are Dazzling Gleam and Dazzling Gleam. So your only move is Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam gets stronger in damage the lower your opponent's stats are. You can couple this with Serena's Cotton Spore. So the opponent's speed will lower, the opponent's attack will lower, the opponent's special defense will lower, and the lower your opponent's stats are, the stronger your Dazzling Gleam will be. And Dazzling Gleam again hits everyone. Power Loving, quite an OP passive skill, especially if you like to use the buffers like me. So I like to use, if you have been watching my beginner friendly or free to play videos, I like to use the combination of either Signasuit Leaf or James plus Janine. And Janine will lower the opponent's attack, special attack, and speed by 1 level every time she uses Venom Drench on a poisoned opponent. So I love to debuff opponents, and Power Loving will love that. Your attack, your Dazzling Gleam will get stronger in damage as the opponent's stats go down. I cannot wait to try her actually with I think that would be a great combination. James plus Janine plus Dawn will make a huge awesome combination. So opponent's attack, special attack, and speed -6. -6 also for the opponent's special defense. I cannot wait to try this team out once I get her. By the way, she's coming February 1 again. You have 18 days to scout for her. 18 days, February 1 to February 18. And last passive skill is Team Wide Awake. so your opponent never falls, your team never falls asleep with this status or with this passive skill. So let's check out her sync grid tiles. Move level 1 out of 5 unlocks Dauntless, special attack cannot be lowered, and How Sweet, MP refresh 2. Again, How Sweet sharply raises an ally's attack and special attack, so attack +2, special attack +2, and gives you a regen effect. Regen. So How Sweet has a moderate chance of restoring the MP of How Sweet 20% once you use How Sweet. First Aid 4 restores around 40% HP once you're below half HP. Healthy Healing, when you enter a battle with full HP, you have a regen effect on Dawn. Again, another How Sweet MP refresh 2. Moderate chance of 20% chance of bringing back How Sweet. If you have both How Sweet MP refresh 2, 40% chance of bringing back a How Sweet. And there's also a chance that these two will trigger separately or together. This is not, how do you say that? If you have How Sweet at 1 out of 2, because you can only use How Sweet 2 times. So if you use How Sweet when you have 1 How Sweet left and these two trigger at the same time, you can recover 2 How Sweets. I hope that makes sense. It works with Skyless Potion, Potion MP Refresh. If 2 of them trigger at the same time, you get to recover 2 potions. So that is how How Sweet kind of works as well. And then Toughen Up 3 has a moderately good chance of raising the user's defense when you get hit. So 30% chance of increasing your defense when you get hit by an attack. And then at move level 3 out of 5, every time you use Dazzling Gleam, Eagle Eye will have a 10% chance of increasing your critical hit rate. Mind Swell 2, 20% chance of increasing your special attack by 1 level. Impose 1 lowers everyone's evasiveness by 1 when you enter the battle. I'm not sure, but I haven't seen Impose 1. I'm not sure if this is the first time I've seen Impose 1. I might be wrong, but don't see this often. Power Posture, guys. Power Posture, the first sync pair to get this, if I'm not mistaken, is Mallow, if I'm not mistaken. And the more the target's attack has been lowered, the more it powers up moves. Again, to lower your opponent's attack, Charm. So once Charm is lowered, the more stronger Dazzling Gleam will be. And the good thing is, Charm can hit everyone. So, because of ripple effects, so the lower everyone's, or the lower the opponent's attack is, the stronger Dazzling Gleam will be. And last thing, Revenge Boost 3 has a moderately good chance of charging, 30% chance of recovering 1 move gauge if you get hit by an attack move. And with that said, let's move on to the next one, guys. Oh boy, 7:23 a.m. Give this a thumbs up right now. I should be asleep by now. We have Professor Sycamore and Xerneas. We will just tackle his stats. Again, the good thing about Professor Sycamore is that he is free. He's a free sync pair. You don't have to worry about not getting Professor Sycamore because he's free. And as you can see here, his stats, 639 HP, 292 attack, 246 defense, 262 special attack, 252 special defense, and 313 speed. Now, this is not his... I mean, you get him to 20 out of 20, guys. You get custom power-ups for free for Professor Sycamore. And if I'm not mistaken, for legendaries, you get plus 100 HP, plus 40 other stats. If it's not plus 40, it's plus 20. But let's just say it's plus 40. So 739 HP. 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 332 attack, 286 defense, 302 special attack, 292 special defense, and 353 speed once you give him the custom power-ups that this game will give Professor Sycamore for free. Awesome. Dazzling Gleam, same as earlier for Dawn. No additional effect, but it is a fairy move that will hit everyone. Moon Blast again will lower the has a moderate chance of lowering the opponent's special attack. The World is Vast makes the move gauge faster, removes all status conditions from everyone, and then makes everyone have a regen effect. I love this trainer move very much. Everyone gets regen, the move gauge goes faster, and everyone is cured of all status conditions. And then Horn Leech restores your HP based on the amount of damage you deal to the target. It is a 3 move gauge move, 91 power. And then there's the most interesting sync move, Gentlemanly Geomancy. Charges the move gauge by 2 per sync pair. So if you have 1 sync pair alive, it charges the move gauge by 2. If you have 2 sync pairs alive, it charges the move gauge by 4. If you have 3 sync pairs alive, charges the move gauge by 6. And then raises the special attack, special defense, and speed of everyone by, let's just say 6. Let's just consider him 5 out of 5. Let's not even consider him at 1 out of 5 right now. 5 out of 5 charges everyone, makes everyone's special attack, special defense, and speed go up by 6. That's Gentlemanly Geomancy. And then we have his Synchrid, the very first legendary, free legendary sync pair to get a Synchrid. So the World is Fast. Again, 20% chance of recovering a World is Fast. And again, the World is Vast charges your move gauge, makes it faster. Number 2 gives everyone regen. Number 3 cures everyone of status conditions. Horn Leech, Master Healer 1 at 2 out of 5. And another Master Healer 1 at 3 out of 5. So increases the amount of HP you gain by using Horn Leech. Adrenaline 1 at 3 out of 5 reduces the sync move countdown by 1 after you use Gentlemanly Geomancy for the first time. Force Field 1, small chance of raising everyone's special defense when you use either Moon Blast or Dazzling Gleam. So as a small chance, 10% chance of raising special defense of everyone. Healing Hand 2, 20% chance of recovering everyone's status conditions once you use Dazzling Gleam or Moon Blast. He also has Impervious status, or his stats cannot be lowered. Moon Blast on a roll 1. Raises the chances of lowering the opponent's special attack. Is it special attack? Yes. Raises the chance of lowering everyone's special attack once you use Moonblast. Recuperation 1, I love this. Recovers his HP a little bit after he uses Gentlemanly Geomancy. And then Revenge Boost 4, 40% chance of getting 1 move gauge once he's hit. And I think we haven't discussed his passive skills yet. Team Shout 4 is basically has a good chance of raising everyone's attack or special attack or both once he uses a move. So once he uses once he is hit by an attack move, he will has a 40% chance of raising your attack or special attack or both of every single sync pair you have in your team. And then Fairy Power 5 increases fairy type moves by around 50%. So Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast will have an increase in damage when you use them because of Fairy Power 5. And that is Professor Sycamore. Again, very high stats, especially because you get him at 5 out of 5 and 20 out of 20. So that's something very good that we can all look forward to. Next, Lysander and Yveltal. Over here, very, very high HP, 757, 299 attack, defense at 116, special attack 370. If I'm not mistaken, let's go back to Dawn. She also has 370 attack. So very high attack, same as Dawn. Special defense at 116 and speed at 286. So very low defense and special defense. Not as low as Lusamine, but quite low. But very high HP. So Oblivion Wing, the good thing about this sync pair is that this sync pair will keep recovering. Oblivion Wing restores the user's HP based on the amount of damage dealt to the target. And if you are probably one-shotting your opponent with like 3,000 damage or something once you use a lot of sync moves and you have your sync buff up, each use can restore up to a maximum of half of the user's HP only. You cannot recover more than half of your HP once you use Oblivion Wing. So just take note of that. This is a flying move with 146 power and 4 move gauge. 4 move gauge. This is a flying type move. Let's move on. X special attack sharply raises your special attack. Very typical. Dark Pulse has a small chance of making the opponent flinch. 3 move gauge, 1 opponent. End the world. Charges your move gauge by 2. Reduces your sync move countdown by 1. Increases your critical hit rate by 2. And lowers your defense and special defense by 1. So again, move gauge plus 2. Sync move countdown minus 1. Critical hit rate plus 2. Critical hit rate plus 2, yes. And defense and special defense minus 1. And then we have Cleansing Oblivion Wing with no additional effect. But the moment you use Oblivion Wing, he has Recuperation 1, which will recover his HP after you use your sync move. A little bit recovery of HP. Healthy healing. So, if you start the battle with full HP, you will have a regen effect. And Dark Power 5, Dark move attacks will be powered up. Unfortunately, Oblivion Wing, his signature move, will not benefit from Dark Power 5. So, it's only Dark Pulse that will be powered up by Dark Power 5. But, I think it's good. I think it's still good. End the World, MP Refresh 2. At 1 out of 5, End the World has a moderate chance of 20% chance of recovering MP. Unflappable, you will not flinch. X Special Attack, MP Refresh 2. Moderate chance of restoring X Special Attack. At 2 out of 5, there's nothing interesting that is unlocked, just some powering up of moves, so I did not write anything there. And then at 3 out of 5, there's Dark Pulse Aggravation 1 and another Dark Pulse Aggravation 1. So Dark Pulse has a higher chance of making the opponent flinch. With 2 Dark Pulse Aggravation 1s, the chances of making the opponent flinch is quite high. And then Harry 2, your moves, either Oblivion Wing or Dark Pulse, get powered up when the opponent is flinching. And then the most interesting about this sync pair, I think, is Healthy Buffer 5. So, when your HP is full, opponents' attacks to you are divided by, I think, 50% less damage to you when your HP is full. Now, Don't forget that he also has healthy healing. So if the opponent deals less damage to you and after you use a move, you will recover your HP goes back to full, and the opponent's attacks to you will be lessened by half again, and then you recover your HP again to full, and then the cycle goes on and on and on. So he also has HP advantage too. The more HP he has remaining, the stronger your Oblivion Wing and Dark Pulse are. And again, Oblivion Wing can recover half of your HP to full again, and the cycle goes on and on. Rejuvenate 6 charges your move gauge by 6 after using a sync move. Sharp Entry 1 raises your critical hit rate when you enter the battle. And Stat Reboot, when your HP goes low and quite low, you have a 40% chance of restoring or recovering every single lowered stat back to 0. But if I were you, I will ignore Stat Reboot 4 and just go for Healthy Buffer. HP advantage 2. This seems like a very, very, very interesting sync pair to use. Unfortunately, Lysander is a sync pair scout, and these interesting sync grid tiles are unlockable only at 3 out of 5. And Lysander coming at February 11, and that's quite close to the unprecedented sync pair. So think about it very carefully if you're scouting for him. Let's come to our second Gen 8 sync pair, which is Pierce and Obstagoon. Oh yeah, Team Yell, Team Yell-Yo. The first dark type support sync pair, weak to fighting, and very, very interesting moves, passive skills, and stats. 617 HP, 318 attack, 262 defense, 212 special attack, 215 special defense, 216 speed. Attack quite high for a support sync pair. No, not really average, but pretty good stats overall. He has Night Slash. Night Slash, give me a sec again as I scroll down and check his moves properly. Night Slash. Critical hits land more easily. Dire Hit All Plus increases critical hit rate by 2 levels for every single sync pair you have. Shout My Name charges the move gauges of all allied sync pairs by 2. So again, if you have 3 sync pairs alive, charges the move gauge by 6. And then makes the user able to endure. Gives you an endure status. And then Obstruct. The user, you know, if you have been using AG Slash, Wickstrom and AG Slash, basically gives you a free shield. You will not be damaged by the next attack of the opponent, except if this attack is a sync move. If this is a sync move, you get damage, but you still are having your shield status. You still keep the shield status, your defensive posture. If the opponent hits you with a physical attack, the opponent will have defense -2. If the opponent attacks you with a special attack, you do not get damaged, but the opponent's stats do not go down. So again, you will have a shield effect. You will not get hit by the next attack of the opponent. If it is a sync move, you will get damage, but you retain your defense position. Once in defense position, the next attack of the opponent, 0 damage. 0 damage. If this is a special attack, nothing will happen, 0 damage, and then you leave your defensive position. If it is a physical attack, you receive 0 damage, you leave your defensive position, and the opponent's defense goes down by 2 levels. That is Obstruct. And over here, with his passive skills, all involving Obstruct. Hunker Down 9 raises your defense by 1 when you shield yourself using Obstruct. Hold Fast 9 raises your special defense by 1 once you shield yourselves from an attack from Obstruct. And Team Riposte 9 raises everyone's attack once you shield yourself from an enemy attack using Obstruct. So everything involving Obstruct, you have to use Obstruct in order to get these passive skills to work. Once you run out of Obstructs, then no more passive skills, no more. But he has 2 MP refreshes on his Obstruct, as you can see over here in his sync grid. One is unlocked at 1 out of 5. The second one is unlocked at 2 out of 5. 20% chance both of bringing Obstruct back. He also has Dire Hit All MP Refresh 2, which is personally worthless because you only need to use 2 Dire Hit Alls or 2 Dire Hit All Plus to maximize everyone's critical hit rate. Shout My Name MP Refresh 3, 30% chance of bringing back Shout Your Name. Again, shout... Was it Shout Your Name or Shout? Shout My Name! Shout My Name. Again, charges everyone's move gauge and gives you an Endure status. And then, Stalwarts, special defense cannot be lowered. Unbending, defense cannot be lowered. Quite a lot of sync grid tiles for 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Very much. A lot. 2 out of 5. Again, Obstruct MP Refresh 2. And On the Ropes 3 reduces damage when you have quite low HP and you're hit by an attack move. Lowers the damage you receive. And then at 3 out of 5, he receives a little bit more boost in his Obstruct. So there's Block and Heal 1. Has a small chance of restoring your HP when you use Obstruct and you shield yourself from an attack from the opponent. So this is similar to Ridicure 1, except that this is triggered by Obstruct. Ridicure 1 has a small chance of recovering your HP when the opponent misses you. So this one, if you shield yourself of an opponent's attack, you have a small chance of recovering your HP. Block and Lunge 1 has a small chance of reducing your sync move countdown by 1 when you use Obstruct and you shield yourself from an attack by the opponent. So Critical Strike 1 powers up attacks if they become critical hits. You guys should know Critical Strike 1 right now. Gritty 5 powers up moves if you are affected by a status condition. Outrun 3 quickly charges the move gauge if you are affected by a status condition, which is interesting, these two, because I don't see anything that will trigger a status condition on you. Probably if you equip a Flame Orb on Piers. Or a Flame Orb on Obstagoon, but there's no Flame Orb in Pokemon Masters. It's just in the main game. But yeah, if you're affected by a status condition, your moves get powered up and your move gauge gets faster if you have Gritty 5 and Outrun 3. And then Power Reserves 3, when your HP is low, your moves get powered up. And the interesting thing about this guy, Unyielding 3. So there's a 30% chance of giving yourself an Endure status again once the opponent removes your current Endure status. And then this is a very high chance. The highest Unyielding we have is Unyielding 2, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a 30% chance of making Obstagoon or Piers and Obstagoon quite a sync pair that never dies, except for the opponent's sync move. So normal moves, there's a chance that Piers and Obstagoon will never faint because Unyielding 3 keeps on triggering back. For me, guys, I had my Pikachu with only Unyielding 1 trigger 5 times in a row, and it saved me from a very difficult battle in the past. I think it was a legendary arena battle or a full force battle, and it just kept triggering non-stop, and I was saved from certain death. So, Unyielding 3 is a 30% chance of triggering and is a much higher chance of never letting Pierce die, potentially. So, those are all the new Sync Pierce, guys. But we have Lance and Signasuit Cynthia coming on February 22 until March 3. I will not tackle Lance and Signasuit Cynthia a bit too much. I'll just breeze through them. Lance has Dragon Claw, Hyper Beam, Potion, and Now or Never. Now or Never, I think, charges your move gauge. I'm not sure. Is it by 6 or something? Let me just quickly check right now. It's 7:45 and I need to go to sleep, guys. But I'm doing this for you guys. Please give this a thumbs up if you haven't, and I would appreciate it. Love you guys so much. So Now or Never increases your move gauge by 6. And then you receive half the damage of your current HP. So if your HP is already half, you receive half of the half of damage. So that is Lance. And his passive skills, Dragon Shift, changes normal moves to Dragon. So that's Hyper Beam, becomes a Dragon type move. Lithe prevents you from getting paralyzed. And Flappable prevents you from flinching. At move level 1, he gets Natural Remedy, Now or Never, MP Refresh 3, and Potion MP Refresh 2. 2 out of 5, he gets another Potion MP Refresh 2. Dragon Claw Mad Strength has a moderate chance of increasing your attack. Revenge boost 3, if you get hit, 30% chance of restoring 1 move gauge. And then at 3 out of 5, he has Build Up. After you use a sync move, make sure that the next move will be a critical hit. Burst In, every time you start the battle, your first attack will be a critical hit. Healthy Healing gives you a regen effect. Every time you enter the battle with full HP, rejuvenate 6. Every time you use a sync move, your move gauge afterward will be charged by 6 or it will be full. And Special Reserves 3, when you are low on HP, increases your special attack by 3 levels. So, the good thing about Lance is that he has 2 Potion MP Refresh 2, similar to Skyla. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Master Healer. So, it recovers the normal amount of potion, no increased recovery, but at least he has 2 Potion MP Refresh 2s. So my Lance and Dragonite is currently at 2 out of 5, and I would have to scout him 3 out of 5 because this is the 3rd time Lance is coming back. Or Lance is coming. This is the 3rd time that Lance is appearing in the game, and he probably will not appear for a while after this, because he has appeared quite a lot of times already. So make sure... No, not... It's hard to... Later, I'll be discussing my thoughts on scouting them later, but this is the 3rd time that he'll be coming back. Now we have Signasuit, Cynthia, and Komoo sharing the same banner as Lance, but guys. Same banner as Lance. So February 22 to March 3 again. Dragon Breath has a small chance, I think, of making the opponent paralyzed. Let me just quickly check on Signasuit. Cynthia has a moderate chance of leaving the target paralyzed. Clanging Scales is an AoE dragon type attack which hits everyone. 176 power, 4 move gauge, lowers your defense. So every time you use Clanging Scales, your defense goes down by 1 level. X special attack sharply raises your special attack. Eyes on the Prize reduces your sync move countdown by up to 3 depending on how low your HP is. And then raises the user's critical hit rate by up to 3 ranks, or by up to 3 also, based on how low your HP is. So has a chance of increasing increasing your critical hit rate to 3 and reducing your sync move countdown by 3. depending on how low her HP is. And over here, we have her passive skills. High 5, 1. Every time you use a sync move, your attack, defense, special defense, and speed go up by 1 level. Head start 1. When you enter the battle for the first time, you decrease your sync move countdown by 1 immediately. And stamina reserve 6. Once you are low on HP, your move gauge goes up 6, recovers by 6. So my Sickness with Cynthia is at 1 out of 5 right now, and I badly need to get her to 3 out of 5 because I am planning to make her 6-star EX. So both Lance and Sickness with Cynthia are getting their 6-star EX forms once they come back. Sand Shelter, Snow Shelter protects you from Sandstorm and Hailstorm. X Special Attack MP Refresh 2, 20% chance of recovering X Special Attack. She gets another X Special Attack MP Refresh 2 at 2 out of 5. Dragon Breath Hostile Environment 1 raises the chance of making the opponent paralyzed. Lash Dash 4, once per battle when you are low on HP, increases your speed by 4. Static Shock, when the opponent is paralyzed, increases your sync move damage 50%. Static Shock, similar to N, also has Static Shock 5, so makes your sync move damage stronger. Sickness with Cynthia pairs up very well with Dawn and Alcremie. Wait, is it Dawn and Alcremie? No, Serena and Whimsicott, because she has stuns for Go Viral 9, makes everyone paralyzed, and then Sickness with Cynthia, once everyone's paralyzed, your sync moves get powered up. And if she's a 6-star EX sync pair, everyone gets damaged because she's a striker. Over here, we have Adrenaline 1. After you use a sync move for the first time, your sync move countdown goes down by 1. Clanging Scales Unhindered ignores the shields of the opponent, ignores Vigilance, ignores Endure, ignores whatever. Clanging Scales deals the normal damage that it should do without any hindrances or shields from the opponent. Dragon Breath, Furious Brawn. The more the target's attack has been raised, or the more your attack has been raised, the more Sickness with Cynthia's attack has been raised, the stronger Dragon Breath will be. Eyes on the Prize, MP Refresh 4. Again, Eyes on the Prize reduces your sync move countdown by up to 3 and increases your critical hit rate by up to 3 depending on how low your HP is. 40% chance of bringing it back. High 5-1 becoming High 5-2, combining this with her passive skill. Again, increases attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. If you have this active, every time you use a sync move, your attack goes up by 2 levels, defense goes up by 2 levels, special attack by 2 levels, special defense by 2, and speed by 2. On the Ropes 5, reduces damage if you are hit by a physical attack move if you are low on HP. And Paralysis Synergy 2 powers up moves. And by moves, we mean Dragon Breath and Clanging Scales if the opponent is paralyzed. So again, this teams up very well with Serena because, you know, once everyone's paralyzed, Clanging Scales hits everyone, and this will merge well with Paralysis Synergy 3, deal a lot more damage on the opponent. And with that said, we are done, and I'm starting to feel dizzy because I need sleep. Okay, so what do I think, guys? What do I think? Here is a comparison of everyone's stats that we have discussed. We have Valentines Serena with the highest speed out of everyone. We have Valentine's Dawn with the lowest attack out of everyone, but who cares? Because Valentine's Dawn only uses special attack. So Nothing much to worry about Valentine's Dawn. Her special attack is quite high. Quite okay stats. Professor Sycamore with the highest special defense out of everyone. Lysander with the highest HP, but the lowest defense and special defense. Pierce with the highest defense out of everyone. Lance with the highest attack and special attack. And Signasuit Cynthia with the lowest HP and the lowest speed. Now, what does this entail, guys? As you can see, there's a chart down below. I do not want to discuss that anymore because I'm kind of busy. But let's analyze this a little bit better with the remaining strength that I have. So Lysander, even though he has the weakest defense and special defense, do not forget that he has quite some nice passive skills, especially if he is at 3 out of 5. So if Healthy Buffer 5 is active, that's 3 out of 5, guys. Once his HP is full, the opponent's attacks get reduced by 50%. And don't forget, he has Healthy Healing. So every time you use an attack, you recover some HP. Oblivion Wing, his signature move, will also recover your HP by up to half of your maximum HP once you use it. So that combined with Healthy Healing has a potential of never killing Lysander because you recover non-stop. So even with low defenses, Healthy Buffer 5 plus Healthy Healing plus his other moves plus recovery will make him potentially unstoppable. Here, as for Signasuit Cynthia, yes, she's very slow. Yes, she has quite low HP. But take note that she is currently the only dragon type that can deal area damage to everyone. And this is a very, very strong, Clanging Scales is a very, very strong attack. Eyes on the Prize is a potentially unstoppable trainer move. And it has a 40% chance of bringing it back if you have Eyes on the Prize MP Refresh 4 at her 3 out of 5. So if you were to ask me if I want to make Lance or Signasuit Cynthia 6-star EX, yes, Lance's attack and special attack is very high. Lance, by the way, if you're not aware, has 6 sync nuke tiles on his sync grid. So like N, his sync move is very, 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 very powerful. But if you were to ask me, should I make Signasuit Cynthia or Lance 6-star EX, that might require a little bit more thinking. Honestly, I don't know what to do about them yet. This is, by the way, the second time Signasuit Cynthia is appearing in the game. And yeah. So we come back to the question, guys. By the way, Lysander, again, Professor Sycamore is free. No need to worry about that. But Valentines, Serena, and Dawn are seasonal sync pairs. If you miss them, they will not come back until next year. So Pierce, on the other hand, is a Spotlight Scout and will be permanent after his banner expires on March. So we come back to the question. February sync pairs, who to scout for? And honestly, guys, it's a tough question. Number 1, Valentine's Dawn and Valentine's Serena are fairy type sync pairs. Professor Sycamore is also a fairy type sync pair. Unless you are a collector like me, or unless Serena and Dawn are your favorite characters in Pokemon, you can skip them. because we are also getting a very, very strong fairy type sync pair. Again, they are fairy types. Both of them are fairy types. And Professor Sycamore is also a fairy type sync pair. So, if I were you guys, if you're not a collector, save up. Do not scout for Valentines Serena and Valentines Dawn. If you are severely lacking in gems. Number 2, should you scout for Lysander? And the answer is probably. Because Lysander is quite an interesting sync pair, but his potential cannot be unlocked unless he is at 3 out of 5, because he gets healthy buffer 5. Again, if your HP is full, reduces the amount of damage dealt to you by the opponent. So either you get 1 copy or you want him at 3 out of 5. But again, at 2 out of 5, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't unlock anything notable in his sync grid. So either 1 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. Choose either 1 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. Should you scout for Pierce? Unless you're after the move or after the support move candy coins, because we don't exactly have a lot of support move candy coins. Unless you're after the support move candy coins, I would suggest skipping Pierce completely, because there are quite some, sync pairs that are coming. I'm not sure if Pierce will also have a scout times 6, because I think that is the thing now with Pokemon Masters. 1,500 gems to scout 6 sync pairs. I'm not sure if Pierce will be getting that. But if he will be getting that, if you want to get all the support move candy coins, it will require 4,500 paid gems plus 9,000 non-paid gems to get 6 support move candy coins. If he doesn't get the paid things, 9,000 gems to get 3 move candy coins. And then we have Lance and Signasuit Cynthia. Again, they share 1 banner, so there's a chance that you will get 1 of them. There's a chance that you will get both of them. There's a chance that you will get 0 of them. Keep that in mind. And again, if you reach 400 scout points, you can only choose 1 of them. But I think combined banners are good, right? Combined banners should be good. And I need them both. But again, guys, it's the 1.5 year anniversary, and there's an unprecedented capabilities, strong sync pair that is coming. And this is not Lysander. Although Lysander's strength is quite nice, but this is not Lysander. If you are scared, you can postpone Lysander, since his banner is still until March 3 anyway. And then just wait for the unprecedented sync pair that will be coming on either 25, 26, 27, or 28. Then, just wait for the data mine, whoever this sync pair is. And with that said, I think we're done. Guys. Again, to summarize everything, my aunt is so noisy out there. I hope you guys cannot hear her. If you are not a collector, if you are not a fan of Dawn and Serena, if those are not your favorite characters, you can skip them both, because we are getting another very strong fairy type sync pair, and that is Professor Sycamore. And then, should you scout for Lysander? Probably hold on to your gems, unless you want to get Lysander on day 1. Hold on to your gems until you see the unprecedented sync pair capabilities, blah blah blah. Should you scout for Pierce? Unless you want the support move candy coins, I suggest skipping and not scouting for Pierce at all. And should you scout for Lance and Signasuit Cynthia? Personally, I will. It's the third time Lance is coming. And it's up to you. Are you satisfied with your Dragon-type Sync pairs right now? There's Iris. Are you satisfied with your Iris? And, yeah. Iris is the only quite very strong Sync pair. There's Palkia and Cyrus that are coming on March, which is also partly Dragon-type. So, yeah, Cyrus is coming. And Cyrus is free. If you're not satisfied with Cyrus, if you don't have a Lycia, if you're not satisfied with Claire and Iris, go ahead and scout for Lance and Signasuit Cynthia. But again, they're appearing in one single banner, and there's a chance that you will get them both, or just one of them, or none of them. I wish you guys the best of luck. Best of luck in all your decisions. Again, I'm done. It's 8:05 and I really badly need to sleep. If you have watched the entire thing, thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't given this a thumbs up yet, I would appreciate it if you give this a thumbs up right now. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for all the love, and thank you very much for subscribing if you haven't. Also, I want to thank all the members of my channel for supporting me all throughout this pandemic. Thank you, Shadowphil, So Nicholas, Moreless Gaming, Aryan Sink. I hope to see you again soon. Blaze, Johnny Dogs, John9019, Treasure Gamers, Gisela 2, AJ, Roy Ackerman, and Love Mats. Love you guys. If you want to join them and help me out, you can click on the join button down below beside subscribe if you see it, and become a member. You can become a member as low as $1 and you'll be helping me make these videos for you guys and helping me with my life because I have no job as of the moment because of the pandemic. And with that said, I'm done. Yo, 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 this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt. Your hardest team is called Grunt. And I will be going to bed. It's 8:07. That's it. Right.